full disclosure, Hanson was too white for me.
That's fair.
Too
You weren't getting down to Man from Milwaukee? You weren't into Mbop?
The long hair and like the whole family drama. Oh, these people are too Caucasian. There's a threshold of caucasity I can
They pass
consume. It was too much.
Yeah.
It was too much for me.
Monét Talks. Everybody come sit down, let's have a chat. Monét Talks. Living life gossip, chop it up, this or that. Monét Talks. Get comfortable, cause you wanna show. Just wanna know where you been, who you been with. Monét Talks.
And
You go on.
okay, first of all, are these microphones ridiculous?
They're perfect, actually.
Are they?
Yes.
It feels very like a 1980s Shoppers Right presenter or something. I don't know.
think it feels good. It's light, but it's also, it feels like a wand. It feels, I don't know. It feels like something to command.
Gay Boys love a wand.
Yes.
You got very Melissa Joan Hart.
Please show how you just brought it to your face.
Welcome to an episode of Monét Talks with none other than my first and only original drag daughter.
Only?
Well, Patty is kind of, okay.
That's true, okay.
Sure. But my first drag daughter ever. No one had ever been my drag daughter before Short Change. It is Tyler Oakley.
Hello. Hi.
Tyler.
Hi.
How you doing, darling?
I'm good. How are you?
You know, I'm feeling good. I am so happy to have you here on my little show.
Wait, before we even begin, congratulations. This is like stun.
Thank you.
This is beautiful.
Thank you.
When you sent me pictures, I was like, damn, every time you do something, every time you launch something, it looks beautiful from like minute one.
Oh my God, that's so nice of you. Except my face. My face, it took me a long time to
Minute
get
one?
Here. Yeah, no, it took like minute 5.
Okay.
Yeah. But thank you for saying yes to being here. And I just like, when I was thinking of guests for the show, I was like, I'm here in LA now. I can reach out to friends here to live in LA. And I have always, because back when I had exchange rate, I wanted to have you on, but you were living in LA. I was in New York and we couldn't make it happen. So to have you here feels incredible. I'm very honored to have you.
Shush.
I am.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. Well, you know, you've been in the industry for mad long. Like you have been in these recording, TV, podcast, YouTube streets. Like when you think about original YouTubers, I think about you, Jackie Aina, FouseyTube. Do you know FouseyTube?
I do.
Is he? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what the question is and I don't know what the answer is.
I got you. So like you were one of the original like it girls on YouTube. And like I've always been curious, did you stumble in or you went in? Like did you go in for this career or just like happened to you?
Stumbled.
Really?
Like I originally started YouTube in 2007 and I was a freshman in college. I was at Michigan State. And at the time I had just gotten a laptop and it had like it was my first laptop, like my own personal computer, first time.
PC or Mac?
A Mac, and a little MacBook, and it had a little camera in it. And so I was like, oh, like these people that I am watching on YouTube are just talking into their camera in their computer. Like certainly my computer can do that.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know YouTube was a place where people could just like be and talk to like just the camera. And like, I thought it was a place where you would upload like a group project.
Oh, something like that. Yeah.
Yes. So like for me, it was like, oh, maybe I just want to try that. And then I tried it and I was immediately obsessed.
Obsessed with her.
It was an accident that it even became anything because at the time, like nobody was doing it as a career. You couldn't make money off of it. It wasn't.
And now my brother has kids, like it is like they're aspiring to be like a content creator. Like I want to be, that is a job.
Yeah.
Which is like so crazy. And it's because of people like you, like y'all made people think, well, people know it is a career.
It is wild to see that like studies have been done to like survey kids because like, you know, kids want to be an astronaut or a whatever. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
And to have it even be an option that somebody could be I don't know what they listed as, but like, do they aspire to be a content creator? Do they aspire to be
I think it's
influencer?
A YouTuber. And now it's like, which we're gonna talk about later, is like a streamer. People are like, I want to be. That's because what's his name? Mother Tucking. The other day, T-Pain, buy you a drink.
He's on Twitch.
I know, and he did a whole interview talking about like, yo, like I can't believe I spent all this time like to become an artist, blah blah blah, when I can make way more money streaming at home, being bad at video games than I could ever do on the road touring, which is, that is my mind.
He said that?
Yes.
That's wild.
I mean,
well, there are levels to like how much money you can probably make as a content creator anywhere. But if you are T-Pain coming onto the platform and everyone already knows T-Pain,
you are,
it's a little different than if you are like starting from minute one.
Right. So I guess my question is, when you first got into YouTube, like what was the first AdSense dollars you made? You're like, oh, bitch, what I did in college, I'm gonna do this.
Well,
like what's like a check for? What's like a deposit of like $1,000? You're like, oh. This is my thing.
I don't remember if there was ever a dollar amount that like freaked me out because it was always so gradual. Like
Got it. Yeah.
And so I think the first time I was able to start paying on my college loans, that was like, oh, this is like not just paying for my dinner, which was like always like a nice little pleasant surprise when like a little paycheck comes in and you can worry less about rent. Yeah. Like that's what it was at the start. So when I started realizing like, oh, I'm not going to be in debt forever. Yeah. That felt like, oh, this is different.
Can I tell you? So it's starting out in drag in New York. Like, I think that I'm making a similar connection to me. Like I started doing drag in New York and I was like, yeah, it's like a fun thing I can do. I'm never going to be able to like pay all my bills. And then when I started to be able to pay my bills, when I started to be able to pay off my student loans with drag, I was like,
well, how long had you been doing drag before that started to happen? Because I was doing YouTube probably 7 years before I was able to start.
About five or 6 years when I quit my day job and focused solely on drag. That's when it started to like make money, which makes sense because I was giving it all my time. Because before, girl, I was burning the candle at both ends. I was like working 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., getting home from the train by 9 p.m., spend 2 hours getting in drag, leave to go to the club by 11, 12, from the club until 12 to 5 o'clock in the morning, and then go home, sleep for 3 hours and do it all over again. That was like my life, and I was killing myself. And Bob was like, girl, I'm going to tell you something. He's like, I think you should focus on drag full time. I was like, I can't focus on drag full time. Like, I have a union job.
It's scary to make that leap. I had moved to San Francisco after I graduated because I didn't get a single job. Well, I didn't get any job offers in Michigan. Okay. And
so he was like, I'm going to move to one of the most expensive cities in America.
Well, I wasn't thinking about it. I was like, I'm going to be poor somewhere. Like when you're in debt, a lot more in debt is like, it doesn't really make a difference compared to a little in debt. It's like, well, regardless, I'm in debt. So like, let's be somewhere where gay people are, was my thought.
Got it.
And so I moved to San Francisco and I found like a part-time job on Craigslist. And
okay, what was the job on Craigslist you found? A fluffer?
If only. I was doing social media for a website. It was like, it was not what I dreamt of for myself. Like I enjoyed working in social media. Like obviously it was my passion. I would leave that job and come home and do that for myself. And I was so satisfied because my stuff was growing personally, but like my work stuff, it was like, this sucks. Like I'm like doing something I don't care about. I'm like writing tweets about stuff I don't care about. Like it was just whatever. And then, when I was able to make that leap, it was like, okay, I think I can quit my job if this is what I'm focused on. And if I really like treat it like a career, which I've always done, I was like, I could try to do this.
Yeah. And then that's when you met the 5 awesome gay guys.
Yeah. Well, one of them I went to college with.
Got it.
So we started 5 Awesome Gays back in the day, which was a YouTube channel back in, I don't know what year it started.
2009, I think.
Oh my God. Okay.
I know, honey.
Yeah,
we do our research here on Monét Talks.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Allegedly.
We started that. It was a big culture thing on YouTube to have like a collab channel. So there was like the Vlog Brothers, which is John and Hank Green. There was 5 Awesome Girls. There was 5 Awesome Guys. And I was friends with some YouTubers who were gay, and we were like, we should do this. The one who created it, Andy, had recruited a few of us, and then we each picked a day, and it was part of what I did full time on YouTube. So I would make YouTube videos on my own channel, YouTube videos every Friday on 5 Awesome Gays, and I did that for years. And
and then so when did you come to LA?
2013, 14.
God, because you were like, San Francisco is whack. I'm over it.
No, not at all. I loved San Francisco. I miss it. It's wonderful and queer and
I like San Francisco.
Do you like San Francisco?
I do like San Francisco. My first time really experiencing
I can't believe you called it whack.
I mean,
how dare you?
Well, I mean, no, okay. I don't think San Francisco. I was trying to peek into your brain, but like I have a love-hate relationship with San Francisco because the first time I really experienced it was with an ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
So a lot of my feelings around San Francisco are entangled in that amazing time I had with him there. But also I'm thinking about what happened later. So like I'm hot and cold with her.
Okay.
But I have done great drugs in San Francisco.
Drugs.
Yes.
Heard of it.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I have.
The first time I ever experienced things I've heard of were in San Francisco.
San Francisco.
So, you know, it opened my eyes.
Yes.
It brought me new life.
Yeah.
I loved San Francisco, but I found myself continuing to fly down to LA. And it was when I started to see like, oh, I have opportunities that are like popping up, but like I'm not in the right location for the opportunities so that I can say yes to them. Like they're like, can you be in a studio tomorrow to host a thing? And I couldn't. But then the things that I said yes to, I was like, okay, I'm here for a week doing these types of things. What if I lived here? Like I would be able to say yes to so many more things.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of a no-brainer. Like I didn't really overthink it. I was like, I'm saying yes to a lot that I'm flying for.
Yeah.
It's not far if I want to come visit San Francisco. And I should try it.
Yeah. I mean, was there a boy? There
were no boys.
No boys?
I don't think. I don't. If there were, they're no longer around. I don't think a boy influenced the move.
Yeah, I mean,
this boy.
Yeah, this boy did. Yeah,
me.
Yeah, I don't think I've never done anything like that for a man. I have friends that have moved for partner. Like, not even like they're not even. I mean, the only way I'm moving for a man is if I have a ring on my finger. I'm not moving unless.
And do you have a ring on your finger?
Hell no.
No.
So I ain't moving away for no man like that.
Okay.
Like I'm not moving somewhere for a boyfriend. That is so.
Nobody's asking you to.
I know. I mean, but I'm just saying they might.
Okay. Oh, you're open to that, but as long as
I do currently have a boyfriend, but.
Not kind of.
I'm not saying currently.
Oh, I thought you said I kind of have a boyfriend.
You're trying to start drama.
I'm not trying to. I'm just amplifying the drama you create. I am uplifting your voice. Thank you very much.
So you're in LA, and then obviously you're super popular on the tube, and then that's how the Ellen thing happens because you had a show.
Oh my God! Well, you
Ellen's...
just fast forwarded like 5 years.
Oh, did I?
I think. I don't know. I have no sense of time. Like,
really?
When was the Ellen thing? Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. That was a while in.
It wasn't?
I feel.
Yeah.
I think.
In my mind, it was like around 2012, 13.
No, it was like 2016.
Got it.
I think.
Okay.
Because it was around the same time as Hillary and Trump. I remember there being overlap of topics in my world.
Yes. Because I also remember, because I mean, on that channel, I mean, you had a show on Ellen's YouTube, which Ellen at this time she is probably the biggest talk show host. Like I can't think of someone bigger. Maybe Wendy Williams is kind of rival, but I think Ellen is.
They're different.
They're different. Ellen was huge. Everyone loved Ellen.
Yeah, at the time it was the biggest pinch me experience. Like I was like, I cannot believe that I am the one that gets to do this, because certainly like a lot of people aspire to have that opportunity, and even to just go on Ellen to talk about me and being a content creator, like that was like, it felt like pinch me enough. And then for that to like turn into something of collaborating with Ellen's producers and getting a space within their like studio and my own like dressing room and in the area where, like in the hallway where all the celebrities are walking by, it was like, this doesn't feel real.
Yeah. Well, I think because I think this is a time in social media, people are going to look back and realize like this was around when people realize like this social media thing is a real viable thing. Like this has space, and I think we need to give it the time, day, and attention, because it is going to be huge, which they are right. It is. It is huge. So you get this show. Did you have full creative control?
No.
Really? I mean, I'm not
what
full,
do you mean?
But like
full creative control.
Like full. Like, did you get to like choose and pick guests you wanted?
So the setup was kind of, imagine like Tinder, where I see the lineup of people that are coming to the studio to work with Ellen.
Oh, okay.
And I can say like, oh, this person, that person, that person, I would love to make content with.
Got it.
And if they / their team also said yes, it was a match.
Got it.
And some were not necessarily matches.
I'm sure.
From my side or their side. And so like...
Oh, you said, not just on their side, honey. I said no to some as well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I was not about to be a spokesperson for people that I think are garbage.
True.
I'm not about to give them space and opportunity. And even if it's like, to some people, it might not seem like I'm holding them back from much. They're already on Ellen, but like, I'm not going to participate in it.
Yeah.
Like if it's somebody that I did not believe should be part of my world.
That being said, if you're a garbage person and Tyler Oakley said no to you, you can come here. I don't mind seeing you.
There's space, and we will hold space for you here.
There is space here at Monét. No, I'm kidding. Absolutely not. I agree. Like when I had my show on Builds exchange rate, there's only one guest that was so weird. So I had the show, and on that day the guests were going to be Nick Lachey and Lady Bunny.
Which one was weird?
Exactly. And then so before every show, we had to step and repeat backstage. Like everyone does. Like I did with Rue, Isaiah, everyone, we take pictures on the step and repeat. So we're on the thing, and then so Nick's publicist told the producers, they're like, Nick is comfortable to talk about everything, but just please no Jessica Simpson. He does not want to talk about Jessica Simpson. Please don't bring it up.
That's fair.
Which is 1,000% fair. Absolutely. So we're on the step and repeat. I'm in the middle. Nick Lachey's on this side. Lady Bunny's on this side. And we're taking pictures, smiling.
Oh, no.
Lady Bunny leans in and goes,
no.
You must be missing Jessica so hard right now. Well, guess what? She's right here. And then she grabs her boob and does this thing. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh my God.
This is before the interview.
Before the interview.
Oh, great.
The interview hasn't happened yet. So then I'm like, Bunny, I was like, she's so crazy. She's so crazy, nigga.
Oh, grandma.
We finish the pictures, whatever, and I go out to do the opening monologue and start the show. And now how the studio was set up, I'm here, the studio audience is here, and there's a big clear glass runway. As I'm doing the open monologue, I see Nick, his girlfriend, his entire crew walking out the door and leaving the studio because he was so upset that Lady Bunny talked about Jessica Simpson.
Well, you didn't ruin it then.
I didn't ruin it, but like I still feel up to this day, I still feel so guilty. I feel so bad that this man, he left the show because Lady Bunny did. I still feel so bad. Every time I see him on Love Is Blind, I'm like, I'm sorry, Nick.
He's endured worse things. I know he has. It's fine. He has had much worse things happen to him.
Were you who was the hottest one to you in 98 Degrees?
The hottest?
The hottest.
Nick Lachey.
I think it was his brother for me.
What was his brother? Who? Drew Lachey? I don't remember Drew.
Ooh,
I mean, 98 Degrees was not... I don't know her.
Wait, did you say 90 Degrees?
98 Degrees?
Oh, they said 90. I was like,
no, 98 Degrees. To me, I was more into... I mean, I loved Backstreet Boys. I loved NSYNC. Yes. I loved Hanson. I loved...
Hanson. I was not... Okay, full disclosure. Hanson was too white for me.
That's fair.
Too...
You weren't getting down to Man from Milwaukee? You weren't into Mbop?
The long hair and like the whole family drama. Oh, these people are too Caucasian. There's a threshold of caucasity I can
They pass
consume.
it.
It was too much.
Yeah.
It was too much for me. But I was an NSYNC over Backstreet Boys girl though.
Honestly, I had no allegiance. I was down for both. And to me, they were kind of overlapping. Like I was in 4th grade or something. So like it was like men.
Yeah, true.
Hot men.
True. Were any of those, do you remember your like queer awakening? For me, it was Queer as Folk.
Ooh.
Queer as Folk was my queer awakening. Like I remember, I don't know, I was not supposed to be watching Showtime, but I was watching Showtime. I was probably watching some movie. And then the ad for this Queer as Folk thing came on the TV and I was like, I didn't know what the word queer meant, but I sort of had the rainbows. I knew what a fucking rainbow meant.
Right.
And I knew it had Queer as Folk and rainbow. And I saw the trailer. I was like, oh my God. So like, I remember writing it down in my journal. The day was going to premiere because it was like 10 o'clock on like a Sunday night.
It was like brand new
it was
at the time?
But it was the new of the American version.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It was the premiering of the American version. So I remember the date, the time, the Sunday I was going to watch it in my room with the volume on 1,
right?
So that just in case I can just volume 0 when I heard someone walk into the bathroom. And that was my queer awakening.
For me, it was Chris O'Donnell as Robin in
Batman Forever.
Yes. Like I would watch that in the basement. I had the VHS. I had it on volume 1. He was so beyond hot to me. It was like unmanageable. Like I would think about him. I would have to go downstairs and like watch. Like him peeling off the lips
For Poison Ivy?
I was like, why can't that be me? When he had his hard nipples, when in his costume, his whole everything about the whole thing, I was like, this is too much.
Okay,
I couldn't handle it.
Chris O'Donnell. What else was he in though? I know
doesn't matter.
Was he in anything else?
Certainly. Other things. He continues to work, I believe.
Chris O'Donnell?
Maybe.
Well, maybe I just don't recognize him, but I really only remember him from Batman Forever, and he was extremely attractive.
It was beyond. It was overwhelming.
It really was. And it was also back in the day before, like, you know, with these new Marvel and superhero movies, I feel like the costumes are softer, like more form, like they were always form fitting, but back then, like they were like this hard plastic, so it would really exaggerate the pecs and the abs. But now they're more like skin suits.
It's just so stuck in my head, his nipples.
Yeah, I remember
not that I was like even into nipples or anything, but like just it was so like graphic. Like this is his body.
Yeah, it was hot.
Like, okay.
It was really hot. And also, oh my God, Uma Thurman.
Yes, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's in that one. Like it was that movie.
Oh, he was Dr. Freeze.
Yes, that movie's kind of everything.
Yes.
Revisit.
But it gets a bad rap.
From who?
Like on Rotten Tomatoes, it does not do very well. People do not.
Don't trust the people.
I know. I mean,
people have been having bad tastes for as long as we've been around.
True.
You know, you can't trust others.
Yeah.
Make this decision yourself.
Speaking of people you can't trust,
go on.
Someone that you went to high school or college with, Kimberly Chi.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what's
small little world?
Small. So y'all are from the same town in Michigan?
We went to the same high school. We were in high school at the same time. She's 1 year ahead of me. Oh. Old, decrepit.
She is very old,
very established in that way. I just knew her back then as like an art student, like always in art classes, always in like in my head AP art. Very quiet.
Really?
Yeah, like and we have since come together to make a YouTube video where she like did my drag makeup and we got to like chat and catch up and reminisce, and because we didn't really know each other in high school, but like we knew of each other.
Did y'all go to a big high school? I went to small.
Medium.
Okay, my graduating class in high school was like 100 people.
Okay, mine was maybe 350, 250.
Okay, yeah, so medium. Because I was always jealous though, because I was this little gay kid, I wanted to, because I went to an arts high school, so we didn't have football teams, no sports teams, nothing like that. So I was always desperate, like horny for a school that had like the jocks and like the basketball games.
We had that. We had, you know, we had like the drama club, and we had yearbook people or journalism people, or we had like every sports team, and so I knew Kim to be like in the art department. Okay. Yeah, which was like adjacent to where I was like in drama club and choir. And
so you were like all like the school plays and
every single one.
What was the best one?
Well, we did so many. We did like Into the Woods and Beauty and the Beast.
No, to you, what was the best one to you? One would be like, bitch, I killed that. I nailed it.
Okay, so I had two best friends who were guys who also then went to school for musical theater. So everything we did, they got the big roles.
Got it.
But there was one show that neither of them auditioned for, so I got the lead.
Let me see if I can guess. Can you give me
it's a play.
A play.
Oscar Wilde.
No idea.
Importance of Being Earnest.
Importance of Being Earnest.
Yeah,
okay.
It was fun. And I got to be like super flamboyant and gay and like take up space, which was fun, and like I felt comfortable doing so, and it was cool to feel like get my own little moment, because like I understood, like I'm not pursuing musical theater. I'm not pursuing acting like everyone else that is hoping to go to school for that. Like they're going to get the leads. Yeah. I was there for fun.
Were you out in high school?
Yeah.
Oh, work. When did you come out?
My freshman year.
Word.
I was outed.
Outed.
Yeah.
Say their name.
No.
I'm kidding.
No, and I wish them the best because it really put me on a wonderful trajectory.
Honestly.
Like, it got so much of the worst part out of the way.
Yeah.
Where it was like, okay, I can just start living.
Yeah.
Without having to be like,
It is the scariest part. And like, and I have a show, Life Be Life, and I kind of talk about that, my one-woman show, which I'm doing shows in
I'm sorry,
January.
what was it called?
Life Be Lifin'.
Life Be Lifin'.
And
where can people get tickets?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
And And which I would love to invite you to the LA date if you're in town when I do.
I actually think I'm gonna be there. I think I'm there. Yeah.
But that is the scariest part, is just getting the balls for it to like just getting the information out there. And once the information is out there, it's like, oh,
it opens the floodgates. It's like, oh, okay, this is the feeling that I've been creating a worst case scenario fantasy in my head about. This is how it all unfolded. Let me try it again, and let me try it again. And each time it gets a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But the first one is terrifying. When did you come out?
I came out.
Are you out?
I came out in like sophomore year of college.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was so flamboyant in high school and middle school. Everyone would call me gay boy. I'm like, I'm not gay. Like people were always, they knew I was fucking gay, but I was just denying it. And then sophomore year, after a drunk night at a karaoke bar down the street from college, I was just wasted. I just told my best friend. And then after that, it was like,
certainly you sing karaoke.
Of course.
Of course.
But
what do you do? What do you perform? If you could have an ideal song on the menu?
A little song called "And I'm Telling You" by Jennifer Hudson in the original key.
Oh,
honey.
Okay.
Honey.
Sure.
Show stopping.
I'm sure. Like the show had to be stopped.
Everyone had to leave. We were over it. No, yeah, that's my go-to song.
I do "Poor Unfortunate Souls."
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's perfect because it's like you don't have to hit notes. You just have to give the energy.
Character.
Yes.
It's all about characterization in that song. Yeah. Yeah. I should start doing it. You know what? My new song is "Poor Unfortunate Souls."
You're going to love it and they will too. Yeah. You take it.
Have you ever seen Titus Burgess doing it?
I think it would make me not feel like I'm qualified to do it. But is it wonderful?
So good.
Of course.
He's so good. He's just, honestly, he should have been, no shade to Melissa McCarthy. I love Melissa McCarthy.
I can't believe you hate Melissa McCarthy.
I love Melissa McCarthy.
I can't believe she's not coming to be on the show because of that.
She might come be on the show, actually. We hung out at Alaska show last year. We had a grand old time.
Oh, so she's coming to the show. Sure, okay.
But he was, I would have been really interested in seeing, especially for mainstream, I call them gen pop, people who aren't queer and know what's
civilians.
Civilians, normal everyday civilians. Their heads would have exploded for a gay black male Ursula. It would have been
it would have been delicious.
Crazy. I would have loved it. Satiating.
I didn't see
the remake.
The remake.
What?
I didn't catch it. I only just got AMC stubs.
Okay, can we talk about the scam that is AMC stubs?
I'm ready.
Girl,
I'm not prepared to pay for parking plus popcorn plus $8 soda, and you call that a discount?
It's not a discount.
Suddenly, I have spent $40 on an activity that I never would do in the first place, only because I'm trying to do it 3 times a week, only because I'm already paying what for AMC?
It is literally, I did it for a month and I was like, what am I doing here?
They've created a pyramid scheme.
It really is. AMC subs is the Mary Kay of our generation.
And yet I'm still in it. I still go. I'm seeing things that I would never see because I'm kind of like, well, sure. However, it is nice to be able to participate in conversation. Sometimes people are like, have you seen blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, no, because I don't go see shit. I don't watch TV shows. And I'm like, I guess I need to like consume culture, pop culture to like participate in pop culture.
Yeah, I guess. But I'm like, I just can't bring myself. I just rather just buy the movie every time I go and just do it, whatever. So you and Kim were like besties, but when you see her...
we were besties, yes.
When you see her on season 8, did you recognize her?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
like, oh my God, I went to school with him.
Yeah, but also I was friends on Facebook still. And so like I had seen...
With Sang Shin.
Yes. Yes.
Sang Shin.
I had seen Sang Shin... be an artist. Like I was so wowed and moved by because like my perception of drag at that time was expanded by seeing what Sang Shin would do. Like seeing Kim Chi create true art. Yeah. Like beyond female like impersonation, illusion, all those things that a much more limited view of drag might include. I was like, damn, there are so many ways to do drag if that's what's happening with Kim. And so when I saw Kim was going to be on Drag Race, I was like, oh, this is about to expand what Drag Race.
And it did. It really did. Yeah, she did such a good job. And then, we have to talk about the elephant in the room.
Which one? Me or
The
you?
elephant. The season 10 elephant.
What's wrong? What's the
Well, you know.
the elephant queen of season 10?
No, not her.
Oh, okay.
So we're when Jarvis
What's
happens.
the elephant? There's no elephant.
Not an elephant. Not an elephant. But you're on the show. You have no idea what challenges are coming up next. And then so we walk into the workroom that morning. The production is being so fucking weird because they're like, normally we can just sit in like the little, it's not a vestibule, but like the space outside the workroom.
That's my favorite word.
Vestibule.
Yeah. I'm not joking. That's like my favorite word in the English language. It's something about it is so delicious and right. Vestibule. It's like medieval. It's great.
Well, what is a vestibule?
It's like the in-between room from inside and outside. Isn't it? You gave me a look like it's not.
Yes, I guess. So I guess I was right. We
Were you in a vestibule or what?
We were in a vestibule.
Okay, as you should be.
So he's in the vestibule. And normally we can, like, if he needs to go into workroom or do something, whatever, like we can, not free reign on set, but but they were like, no one can leave this space. We were like, okay, something's up. So we go into the workroom.
Something's up.
Ruth says a thing, and then he bring in all of the iconic influencers of the time.
Okay.
You, Kingsley.
Yeah, go on.
You know, you, Kingsley. I guess Frankie Garnett was an influencer, but he was
Social media mogul.
social media moguls. There we go.
Well, that's how he came out on Big Brother as a social media mogul. He pulled everyone into a room when he was on Big Brother and he goes, "Hey, you guys, I have a confession. I am a social media mogul." And honestly, it changed my life because the way I am able to use that GIF as like, you guys, I have to tell you something about me that you're not going to be able to handle. Yeah, he was there. Icon.
He was there. And
Raymond Braun,
and
Chester
C. Because you and Ray were besties before the show.
Yeah.
And then
And Anthony Padilla.
Anthony Padilla,
Yes.
who was the winner with Miss Cracker. They won that, right? I don't know.
No.
No, they didn't win that.
It was Chester. Spoiler.
Whatever.
Wasn't Chester the winner?
Chester C?
Which I will not discount anything about Chester.
Chester C was whose partner?
Miss Cracker.
Oh, yeah, that's what
She
I
was Miss
meant.
Cookie. Or
Yes,
something.
Miss Cookie and Miss Cracker, yes.
I will not discount anything about the talent that exists within Chester C. However,
Ooh.
there is something wonderful from a production standpoint of a dramatic shift of, okay, here's a straight guy, and then here's what he can become.
Mm-hmm.
Was a flamboyant gay turning into a drag queen ever going to be a compelling winning storyline? I'm not quite sure, but certainly compelling to see what the audience might see as like a straight guy turning, when they never mention, maybe they did mention, Chester's been on Broadway. Like, of course he's got
really?
theatrics within him.
What did he do on Broadway? Do you know?
You know, I couldn't tell you.
Got it. Maybe, yeah.
Rock of Ages.
Death of a Salesman. Okay. Okay, so when they line us up, Tyler, full tea, full honesty.
I thought, what a mess. because we came out right after like a mini challenge and y'all looked busted.
Did we?
Yes, you look. It was like you all were looking like was the theme
Were we in quick drag?
truckers? It was a quick drag turning into like guys.
We were all guys. That's when I did. That's when Eureka was BJ, and I was yes.
It was.
I remember this.
It was concerning.
Got it.
I was like, who are we? What are we getting to?
Okay, ideally, who did you want to be paired with? Like, if
I
in
didn't
a
care.
perfect world,
I didn't care. I honestly didn't care. I
didn't even know us. You had no idea who the fuck we were.
I couldn't tell who y'all were.
Got it.
I was looking at like a mess. Go look at a picture of what y'all looked like when we walked into the room. It was confusing and concerning. But then, but from minute one, even before minute one, on the drive there, I was like, this is the best day of my life.
Yeah.
And it was a 2-day experience. And so like, it was full 2 days of the best experience of my life. Even though like it ended how it ended, I was still like, this is the best thing I've ever done.
So when you got teamed up with me, you're like, oh, this is gonna be good. Or you're like, ooh, girl, it's gonna be rough.
I was like, this is gonna be good. Okay. What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just asking questions.
I also was piecing together like, what's the vibe so far in the season?
Like, we
were trying to like piece together like who's been winning, who's a front runner, like what challenges have y'all done? We did not have any of the context, and so it was really interesting to then watch the season as it was airing and see like. Oh,
bitch, I was on the struggle bus, girl.
Well, things were not making sense to me while we were filming it. Like, us being in the bottom didn't make sense to me.
Okay, let's talk about it.
I don't want to be like
no,
rigor mortis.
No, it's still like, crazy to me.
But there was something that didn't make sense to me, and so when I watched the season, I was like, oh, I'm understanding the trajectory that of who is where in like who's been in the bottom.
Yeah.
Not to say anything, but who maybe was who was struggling and where that landed people. Yeah.
Yeah. So we do the thing. And like they harp on this. So I have those 2 dresses. And I have the one that was a dress. So we made it into a leotard and a reveal for you. I had to cut into to make this. It was
doesn't ring a bell. Honestly.
Really?
No.
It was that like green blue shifty thing.
Yeah, I remember what we wore.
Yeah, well, I had to make it into a leotard because it was originally a dress, and I cut it off to put the snaps for the reveal.
Okay.
And I put it in the glass.
I was so nervous for the reveal. I was so nervous for the runway. Oh my God, nothing has ever been more stressful.
It is a lot of stress. And then they're like, we gotta come up with a runway walk together.
And you know what? I don't think either you've never said it.
Thing.
You've never said it. I've never said it. Nobody on the season has ever said it. I've looked to see if anybody's ever talked about it. Are we allowed to talk about that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So there was a whole other challenge that we did.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Where it was like, okay, you're paired with social media stars. Now make a viral video.
That's what it was. It was yes. I forgot about that part of it.
And remind me, who won that challenge?
We did.
Right. And where would winning a mini challenge like that fit into a narrative of you having to go home? So what got the edit? That didn't see the light of day.
Make the edit.
Right.
Yeah. I forgot completely about that until you just brought it up. Because I've been on Drag Race 3 times now, so my brain is just like flooded with with all the.
You're gonna go on Amazing Race.
Bob and I want to go on Amazing Race so bad.
It seems like a duh.
I would love to because you did Amazing Race.
I've done it twice.
And did you love it both times?
Loved it both times. Loved it. Loved every second of it. Even when it was like going poorly, I was like, damn, I still get to do this. Like, and we got to go to every country. We got to do every challenge.
You're so really athletic and you're really in shape.
I would not say that.
Bitch, I remember Tyler Oakley. I remember yo shirtless titty pecs.
Excuse me.
I remember I was seeing the pictures all up and down my timeline.
Hey, I didn't know that I had a fat ass until RuPaul told me.
RuPaul loves a fat ass.
Changed my life. I'm not even joking with you. I didn't know, and then RuPaul said it on TV, and I was so taken aback. But then I was like, hold on, do I? And I remember like afterward, I was like, I kind of do have a fat ass in like a non-derogatory way. Like this is kind of like
screaming
down with the thickness. It was good.
I love that. Yeah, RuPaul. If you have a fat ass, RuPaul will let you know. He will let you know.
I wasn't prepared to be told live.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So, and then people also they're like, Monét, why did Tyler keep on the glasses? And I'm like, because
baby, I couldn't see.
You could not see.
I've since gotten LASIK. So if we were to do it again, makeover rematch.
But then I put on glasses. I thought it was actually great that I'm like, oh, this is what my person can do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna adapt what I can so we can like be, you know what I mean? I thought it looked cute.
You did look great. We looked great.
We looked cute.
The makeover challenge, from my point of view, is the easiest time to do rigor mortis.
Oh, totally.
Judging rigor mortis left and right.
Yeah.
It is like we see family resemblance or we don't see family resemblance, or you look too much like coworkers but not sisters.
Yeah,
or
that was our thing. They're like, Monét, tell us a little like his sister. Michelle was like, he looks like your little coworker Stacy.
Well, what would you like us to do?
I'm like, we have
matching outfits, matching hair, matching glasses. What would you like?
Like you have this short white dude from Michigan, tall with this big black dude, tall black dude from New York. Like we're making it work, baby.
I still think there were worse.
Absolutely. Aquaria should have been at the bottom. 100%. Kingsley looked crazy.
Well, I won't argue with you. But yeah, it was confusing to me.
Yeah. But anyway,
I was like watching backstage because we watched the like when y'all are on stage lip syncing and like the results and stuff. I remember just being like, what is going on?
I know.
I'm in an alternate universe that is going to be edited to make sense. Like, that's what it felt like. Did you feel it coming even when the episode was happening?
You know, I didn't feel it was coming because I was really believing our makeover. And then when we started getting the critiques, I was like, oh, I see what's happening here. But I was like, maybe just want to see me in the bottom because Cameron had been in the bottom before. I was like, and I know I can send Cameron home. And I was like, I thought I ate her up in the lip sync because I was like, I wasn't really worried. Yes, I like broke the bulb and it made that so dramatic, like a whole thing. But I thought it'd be fine. And then when I got the Axe Girl, I was like, well, what time is that?
Yeah, but do you not find that the opportunities that you think you wanted that put you on a different path put you on the correct path? Because look at you now. Like,
I know, but who's to say that if I would have went on to the finale?
Who is to say?
Who is to say? You never know. You never know.
But the only confirmed truth is the path that we're on right now. And look, it all worked out. So
what if I would have won and I would have become the next Oprah?
Well, what if would we be right here? And I think the world would be lesser because of it.
and then so after the season airs, Tyler was like, okay, we need to do this over and to make you over on your channel.
Yeah.
And you come to New York City, and then I'm like, yes. So Patty and I go down to Chelsea Piers, I think, the studio there.
The YouTube space.
And I don't know if you know this. We get down to the thing. I left all of my makeup at home.
Oh.
You never knew this.
I don't know.
Oh, no, all my makeup brushes.
Okay.
So Patty had to like run all my makeup brushes and sponges. And anyone who does
sponges.
Makeup, right. Anyone who does makeup knows that brushes are a critical part of the process.
I'm familiar.
And like the brushes that you like to use and like where it's like a big part. So we was like, let's not tell Tyler and the team because they'll like freak out.
You think I would freak out about anything?
I mean, I don't know.
I'm so peaceful and kind.
I
patient,
know, but you
wonderful.
But you had booked this
beautiful
to do this thing. I was like, I don't want to like waste anyone's time. So I was like, Patty, run to the Rite Aid, get any brushes you can find. Bitch, go to Sherwin-Williams. I don't care what you just get makeup brushes. We'll make it work.
And it worked.
And then, we had you were like, what time are you guys getting ready? I was like, we'll be ready in about 15 minutes. I just have to use the bathroom. And I remember going to like this emergency staircase and just sitting there for 15 minutes until Patty came back. So
it all worked out, and I didn't know. And
you didn't know, but I was freaking out. I was like, I cannot believe, because I thought I could have done a better job on the show. I was like, okay, I'm really gonna turn it out, and then I forgot to brushes.
It's fine.
It was so annoying. I mean, I'm just also not great at painting people. Like there are tons of drag queens that love to put people in makeup. This
is why you have no daughters.
Honestly, because I hate it.
Don't like
I'm
the work.
not good at it. I'm not good at painting other people. I'm good at myself because I've done this makeup like thousands of times at this point.
Which one? Which makeup? What am I looking at? Touch the skin? Feel the skin?
Feel of real, darling.
Yeah.
So like I'm good at that. So it's just not my thing, but I'm happy. And so when I had Patty on All Stars 4, I did fine with that. But after that, I have not painted anyone since Patty.
Is it traumatic?
Y'all are the only two people I've ever painted and put in drag. I hate it.
How did Patty turn out?
I did Bob one time, actually. But Patty came out good. On the runner, they try to say that he was too pale. I'm like, bitch, have you seen him? He's
what would you like?
Patty is a white. Patty is white.
I too.
Patty's lighter than you.
Okay.
So I was like, what do you want me to do? And anyway, that was fine. But that was that time. And it was, I'm very happy for those experiences. Like you said, I do think there is everything happens for a reason-ness in the universe.
And of course, at the time you want it to go differently or whatever, but it was wonderful.
Yeah,
it was like a honestly top 5 without having to overthink it. It's like one of my top 5 experiences.
Yeah.
Like it's my favorite show.
RuPaul Drag is my favorite show too.
I've seen every, I watch, I follow, it is who I follow on the internet. It's it's the type of entertainment I love.
Yeah.
And so to be able to be a part of it, even if it's like, oh, well, you sent Monét home. I'm like, well,
my God,
Monét sent people. Monét sent Monét home. Let's talk about that.
What the fans mean to you?
No.
Drag Race fans are very hot and cold.
I do think that I got some people being like, you're the reason Monét went home.
I can't.
Which was just like, whatever. Like, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Oops, my bad.
So then around this time though, not around this time, a little later, like 2019, when did you make the switch? When did you decide you were done with YouTube? You were like,
I'm not done with YouTube.
But you switched. You were like,
well,
I'm giving it a break.
I took a break. I was like, I have been doing this for, I don't know how many years it had been, 13, 14 years, and I had never taken a break. I had always had an upload schedule. I stuck to it, and it was really important to me to take it seriously and not treat it like And so I then realized like, oh, I would really like to take time off. I found that like living gave me content to share. And so when my life became only YouTube, it was like, oh, I don't really have anything to talk about as a YouTuber. Like, what am I bringing? What is my point of view other than now just like submerged completely in content creation? Like I would like to live so I have something to talk about. And so I took time off without thinking, okay, it's going to be a year or whatever. I just took time and lived a little. And about a year into that, I found Twitch, and it was not something I was not looking for a new place to create. I was not looking for something. But I found somebody on Twitch playing Pokemon Go, and I play Pokemon Go every day.
The thing on the phone?
Yeah, baby.
People Twitch Pokemon Go? What is out
you
in the
can
woods?
you can play anything on Twitch, yeah. So some people will have like a mobile backpack so that they can be live streaming around and
What do you mean a mobile backpack?
Mobile backpack with like internet access, so you can live stream as you're traveling.
Really?
So I found somebody doing that. I'm like, oh, Twitch is like not what I thought.
Yeah,
or it can be more than what I think it is. And so it really opened my eyes to like even check out what's happening on Twitch. Yeah. And then I found like,
do you hear the earthquake?
Huh?
I'm kidding.
I hear something.
The airport is close to
it. Did you feel the earthquake the other day?
I did not. I've not felt a single one in LA. I think y'all are all lying. I felt
it. I went online to tweet it. I tweeted it, and everyone else was tweeting. I was like, oh, I feel validated.
I have a theory. I don't think earthquakes are actually real.
Okay.
I think that y'all are all saying you're experiencing these earthquakes in California, but they're not real, because I've lived here for 3.5 years now, and I have never felt a single. There have been like 6, and I'm always here, and I never feel them.
Well, you need to be more grounded. You're probably you're something's disconnecting you from Earth.
No, I think
take off your shoes.
I think that y'all are full of shit. Ain't nobody feeling no earthquakes in California. Okay. Y'all are gaslighting me to thinking these earthquakes are real, and I'm calling you.
We're all collaborating.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy against me.
I believe it.
Yeah, and then but all your Twitch though. You are doing full drag, bitch. I saw that anxiety transformation. How did you learn? Like,
okay, let's all calm down. I am playing, which drag can be play. Yeah, but it is.
Yeah, I didn't mean you're doing full. I mean, it's a version of drag.
This Sunday
RuPaul
I'm doing.
You're more naked than the rest of drag.
I do feel it. I do creating. I don't know, like transformations is what I've been calling them. Where like I get to play with makeup or different like stuff and just try new things like with textures, and like that was with plaster or something, or like clay, dry clay.
Work.
And just trying to like turn myself into things. You know what? Lady Gaga applause. Art pop. When she's all pop culture was in art, now art's in pop culture in me. That is such a leading principle for my life. Word. Like I love the idea of when all else fails, reflect back all of what you love in pop culture and find your angle or your point of view with that. And like that has been such a fun way to participate in pop culture for me. And transformations on Twitch where we like sit down and spend 6 hours trying to find ways to turn me into my version of something, whether it's like a drag transformation or a clown or a character or whatever. It has been really fun to like find how I can have a creative outlet that intersects with my interest in pop culture, with my own personal expression, with being playful and silly and letting like my inner clown play. Like Twitch has really helped me fall in love with content creation in a way that like I fell out of love with it. And because
it was so regimented. You had to have a video every week, and this time that's the part about YouTube and stuff like that, and Twitch, well, not Twitch, but YouTube, that feels so daunting to me, is that the schedule that you have to, and if you don't do it, it just seems so militaristic is a word, and I hate that energy.
Yeah, it sucks the fun out of a lot of the aspects of it, and it doesn't have to, but if you really want it to succeed, you really have to like be strategic in so many ways that like can sometimes feel like they're overshadowing the fun that you get to spend. Yeah. And so when I found Twitch, it was like, oh, like I get to sit here and play, and I get to be what feels like a lighthouse in the distance, reminding anybody that wants to come over that they can come over here and play too. That's what it feels like to me. Yeah. And so many people will swing through and be like, oh, I haven't seen you in 10 years, or, oh, I used to watch you on YouTube, or blah, blah, blah. It's so good to like reconnect. And Twitch has been like my my little Pee-wee's Playhouse where I get to play and reconnect with these people that like grew up with me in a way. And now I get to see them for their actualized selves. They get to see me for a more actualized self. It's wonderful.
I'm going to pick your brain because I want to join. I want to get on this.
Come.
Switch. I will.
I would love.
So I'm a big gamer. I love playing like video games.
Do you play Fortnite?
I'm not a Fortnite girl.
Get with it.
I play Smash Brothers and I play like things like God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man. What are those third-person adventure games? What do you call that? Those are the games I play.
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate is too intense for me. My boyfriend's playing it. He hates. Well, he loves it. He's like, I've played like 120 hours and I'm not even 20% done with the game. I'm like, that's crazy.
Okay, what about like Zelda?
Zelda is too open world for me.
Maybe you are not a gamer. What about...
I'm very specific in my games. Okay, I like
Super Smash.
Super Smash. I play that. Okay, I play hours of that every day. I'm not kidding.
Who do you main?
Who do you think I main? If you have to take this podcast. Who do you think?
I don't know. I don't even know who the characters are. I don't really play it. I've only played Super Smash Melee. Yeah, back in the day.
In college.
Yeah.
Every day. Hours just sitting in the student lounge just playing Smash Brothers.
Okay, well, who do you play as?
Back then I played as Zelda, but that's when you could be Sheik and Zelda.
Yeah. Now they're separate characters.
They're separate characters, which Sheik is whack. Zelda's still fine. But I main now. I used to be a Young Link main only, but now I am King Dedede, Sephiroth, and Lucas.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was going to say...
Did you play Final Fantasy VII?
Yes. No, I played Final Fantasy X.
Oh. Well, they just remade Final Fantasy VII, and it's incredible.
Is it?
Yes.
I'm a very big Final Fantasy X girly. I think it's the best video game of all time.
Okay.
Of all time.
Name a character.
Titus, Yuna, Waka, Lulu.
Word. You know what? I actually started Final Fantasy X. I never finished it.
Why?
I don't know.
Should I
revisit?
Yes, girl, revisit. I played it through.
Wait,
about 6 times.
You ever play Grand Theft Auto?
Yes.
That is huge
It's big now?
on Twitch. Well, there's like people that do role playing in GTA, like in a open world community. So like you're role playing with other people in the world, and so I think you would have so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it since like PlayStation 2.
Yeah, it's big. It's big.
Yeah, okay.
When we set you up with Twitch, we'll figure it out.
I streamed one time, back when the Spider-Man, not Miles Morales, the one before Miles Morales, that one came out, the one for PS4. No, sorry, when Miles Morales first came out, I did like one stream of that playing it, and people were like really living for it. I'm talking about, this is so fun, but then life gets so busy. And again, I didn't make like a schedule. I'm not like keeping on it. It's tough. It's
the most intense, time-consuming work I've ever done.
Wow.
Like it is, you have to be on for hours, however long you do it. But I stream like 4 or 5 hours at a time. I stream 4 days a week, and it is like a full-time job. And then when I log off, I'm also creating content out of what I just did, or like trying to make the stream better. And so like if you are not able to commit a lot of time to it, it's challenging to like make it into a thing that you want to do.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, you also like, I mean, I'm sure you have this air about you. You're a very positive, warm person. Like I haven't, yes. And I haven't seen you in like you stay away from like, because people know these YouTube girls be in these drama streets. Yeah,
well, you know, I think that was when I started to fall out of love with YouTube, was when drama became the leading viral way to like make it on YouTube, and following drama and like explaining the drama between creators. It was like, I was like, I don't care. Like maybe it's an age thing. Maybe I'm just 10 years older than everybody on the platform. And like, this is like an opportunity for everyone to experience their like high school gossipy experience. Yeah. But like that felt so not within what I wanted to make content about. And so I felt like this is not the world that I belong in.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a way.
The only little bit of drama, the your little landlord thing, but that happened in the pandemic, and you were like, that I'm getting out of business.
Well, it wasn't even a thing. It was like people were really like, Tyler Oakley, a slumlord. I was like, I had a home that I couldn't sell. Nobody was buying it. And so like I found a renter.
And
that was it. And then people were like, Tyler Oakley, slumlord.
Oh my God.
I was like, wait, pause, like hold, like
that is crazy.
And regardless, like the experience has really opened my eyes in a lot of ways of like how I may participate in systems of like oppression. And so like, do I resent it at all? Absolutely not, because it's like it introduced me to a more radical way of thinking, which is probably not radical to many, but like to some it might be, where it's like, oh, let's be human first. Let's think of how we can like reshape society. And so like, while that was like an annoying moment, it really changed.
Well, people, but also just asking people to be a little human and realize like there is a drastic difference and there's a lot of nuance between I own a property, I'm a renter, to slumlord. Okay, I lived in New York City with friends who live under slumlords. Like that is a very big leap to make.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
I was like, I am not what I think you would like me to be, and for what reason would you like me to be that? Like I'm not that.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But yeah, I kind of feel like I've always stayed away from. I don't know. I don't like drama. I don't like. Yeah. I like peace. I'm a big peace activist. Yeah, I am.
I see that.
I love kindness. I like uplifting kind creators. I like finding people and celebrating moments where they're cultivating kind community. Yeah, like that is all what I believe in.
Oh, Tyler.
Shut up.
World peace.
I do. You know what? World peace used to be a corny answer, but now, honestly, nowadays, when I think about it, it is revolutionary to call for world peace.
Honestly.
So, like, who am I to like mock Miss America saying their dream is world peace when like the world would be better if everyone had that dream?
That is a great point, Tyler Oakley.
Sorry.
Tyler, this has been, honestly, I'm so happy.
Tell me what it's been.
It's been really lovely. This has been such great conversation. I'm so happy you stopped by my living room to have
Congratulations on this. This is amazing.
Thank you.
But this is like such a non-surprise to me. You are always creating the experiences you would like yourself to have. And it is like... Drag Race is like, you know, it's the starting line. And if there's one person who has turned it into a million incredible projects, it's wonderful to see you make another. It is wonderful to be here and be a part of it. I'm not joking. Like, I am always rooting for you.
Thank you. And I'm always rooting for you. And I want to come and do a Twitch. I mean, I would love to come and play Smash on your stream, but I know you don't like playing Smash.
I'll do it.
Would you?
I don't care. I'll do whatever.
Fulty, I don't like playing people that are not good.
I'm great at everything I do.
You literally said I played once in college.
Have you? No, I'm good at drag. I mean, I'm
good at drag race.
I'm gonna what? Smash.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna come over and play. Okay, good. Bobber's really good too. You know who's really good? Kamara Hall.
A lot of these queens are incredible gamers. Yeah. You know, Jax does...
Jax, jump rope.
Yes,
Jax,
is a streamer.
Oh.
Dawn is a streamer.
Dawn to stream. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Who else? A lot of queens are streaming now.
I recently saw Dawn on Grindr, and I was so afraid to hit her up.
Did you tap?
I didn't. I did favorite her, though. I know, that's so creepy, right?
Yes. I wish you could flush yourself of every favorite that's ever been done upon you.
I know. Anytime I get favorite, some person favorites me, and then like you open the app like later on, they're like, "Hey, what you around?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And they're like, "Well, yeah, I'm in Manchester." I'm like, "Bitch, I'm in California."
Yeah, if it says 5,000 miles away, I'm like, can you just mind your business and be where you are? Yeah. Enjoy your little life over there.
And don't, like, if I come back to Manchester, please, by all means, but you know you're not close to me.
Manchester.
The UK.
No, I know. Somebody in Manchester.
I'm sure somebody.
What was that? A drag queen. Somebody was like, you don't remember this? Or maybe it wasn't Manchester.
Somebody. That's going to be the name of this episode. Monét Talks when somebody in Manchester.
I promise you. Somebody comment below. There's a queen who was on a podcast talking about maybe it wasn't Manchester. I think it was in Manchester.
I just love that you're bringing that connection. So many things about Manchester. The football team.
No.
Manchester United.
Certainly. Certainly they are, and I'm happy for them.
Tyler, thank you for coming over.
Thank you
for coming to sit on the couch. And I just love you so much. You're great.
I love you.
Mwah. Bye, y'all. We'll see you next time from Monét Talks.
Monét Talks.